This video assumes that you have watched the playlist, the Quick Start playlist. It shows you how to set up a company in Manager.io. There are 8 videos. Most of them are less than 3 minutes. If you have not, I will leave a link to the category playlist below. Or you have a working knowledge of how to use Manager.io. If you do not, I recommend you watch the playlist first before watching this video. And again, I will leave a link in the description and pinned comments below. We're going to do a real world example. And we'll go through the process of setting up a business I'm calling Sally's Florist. And we're going to do this in a video series, but we're going to start at the very beginning. And in the very beginning, what we need to do is we need to add an owner. And we need to set up a bank account, and then the owner needs to put some money into that bank account. So this is going to require setting up a bank account, creating an equity account, and making an owner contribution in the equity account and in the bank account at the same time. So the first thing we're going to need to do is we're going to need some more tabs. If you see on the left hand side here, we have the summary, journal entries, reports, settings, and that's it. We got nothing else. What we need is we're going to need bank and cash accounts, and we're going to need receipts, and we're going to need capital accounts. We're going to update, and now we're back at the summary. We see we now have an equity here, and there's really nothing else showing just yet. So the first thing let's do, let's go add a bank account. So new bank account. We're going to call this Sally's bank account, checking account. All right. And then we want to put Sally in here too as well. So we're going to go to capital accounts, and we're going to add Sally. And before we do that, let's rename the capital account to Owner's Equity. And we're going to do that by going to Settings, Chart of Accounts, and we're going to the Capital Accounts Edit tab, and we're going to name this Owner's Equity. And we're going to update. And you'll notice now we've renamed that Owner's Equity. Now, owner, Sally, needs to put some money into her bank account. She needs to do it as an owner's contribution. So we're going to do that by going to Receipts, create a new receipt. Let's put Sally here. And it's going to be received into her bank account. This is owner's contribution. And we're going to go to Owner's Equity. And the capital account would be Sally. And it's going to be a sub-account of funds contributed. And let's say $5,000. And we're going to create. Now, if we go look at our receipts tab, well, we're looking at it right now. You see we have a receipt of $5,000. You can always edit that if you need to, if you got it wrong. These accounts here, drawing, owner can take money out without being paid, funds contributed, what we just did, share of profits. This is all auto-generated by Manager.io as part of your capital accounts. If we go to the capital accounts, we see we have Sally in the capital accounts. Bank and cash accounts, we see we have Sally's bank account. Now you can add a new bank account, Sally's savings account. We're not going to do a credit card account just yet because it's done a little bit differently than bank. Even though it's going to be considered a bank or cash account, it's going to be done a little bit differently than how we did this bank account. So we're going to save that for another video. But if we go to summary, we see we have owner's equity is now $5,000, assets now $5,000. We have nothing over here yet. And that is how you get started and have the owner fund their business. So if this has helped you, how about leaving a like, leave a comment, subscribe. You'll really help this channel, and I need all the help I can get. And it costs you nothing, and I'm going to thank you in advance. You have a good day. In the last video, we set up a bank account. We added an owner. We did a owner's contribution to get some money to the bank account. At that time, I said we were going to create a separate video for a credit card account, because even though it's considered a bank account or a cash account, bank and cash account, it's done a little bit differently. So that's what this video is going to be about. So the first thing we want to do is we want to create a control account. A control account is a special account that you really can't adjust in and of itself. And I'm just going to show you how that works here in just a minute. So first thing we want to do is go to settings. We're going to click control account. We're going to click bank and cash accounts. New control account, we'll call this credit cards. And credit cards is a liability. So we're going to select liabilities and create. That's the difference between this account and setting up your bank accounts. When the bank accounts were set up, it was automatically defaulted to an asset account. This is a liability account. That's what makes it different. So when we go here, we see under liabilities, we now have credit cards showed up. So now we have what we need to add a credit card account. So we're going to go to bank and cash accounts. We're going to create a new bank or cash account, and we're going to call this Sally's Visa. And the control account is going to be credit cards, and we're going to create. And now we have, under bank and cash accounts, we have Sally's bank account, then we have Sally's Visa. Now let's assume, for the purposes of this demonstration, that Sally has already used her Visa to make some, has already created some expenses even before getting to this point. For example, she may have purchased a business license already. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start an opening balance for this particular credit card. And to do this, we're going to go to settings, and we're going to go to starting balances and bank and cash accounts, and we're going to select Sally's Visa. And the starting balance, now this is important, we don't want to put a positive balance in there. That would be show it really as an overpayment. We need a negative balance, and her negative balance, because she's already spent some money, is going to be $50. And we're going to create. And if we go back and look at the summary, we have a $50 balance here. So that way, if we were to do an internal account transfer paid from the bank account received in the Visa, say for $50, we should have nothing show up. However, let's go back and let's do this again. Let's go to this internal transfer, and let's get rid of that. And if we were to give her starting balance positive, starting balance, let's go ahead and delete this. New starting balance, Sally's Visa, and if it were positive, and create, we go here. We had, whoops, what did I do here? I did something wrong. Let's delete this. We have a starting balance of 50 shown right here. If we did an internal transfer to make the payment on that and paid from the bank account to the Visa account, and let's say it's $50, we wanted to pay it off. Go summary, and now look, we have $100 there. So that's why you want to enter a negative balance to start with, so you don't do this right here. So let's just go back in here. Starting balances, bank and cash accounts. And we're just going to delete everything, delete the internal transfer, and start over. And let's give her a starting balance. Right here, opening balance, bank cash accounts, new starting balance. And it's going to be for her Visa. And we're going to put in a negative amount of 50 to start this one off. We're going to create. And we're going to see there's a 50 balance here. And again, one more time, if we were to pay from the bank account to the Visa $50, you will see nothing here because it's been paid off. We click on that little highlight there and you'll see there's no balance there. But we don't want to be at this point just yet, so we're going to delete this internal transfer. And we have a $50 balance on the credit cards. So if this has helped you, how about leaving a like? Leave a comment below. Subscribe. You sure would help this channel out, and it doesn't cost you anything. And I thank you in advance. You have a good day.